The Grogans in downtown LA that show amongst protest. How live music can not be a distraction, but an inclusive space to reflect and sweat and sing and dance. So I'm a music writer, and Friday night I saw a band that I've loved for quite a bit called the Grogans. They're out of Australia, indie rock, really, really great band. And, the show was on Friday night, but as the showtime approached, I was watching TikTok lives and news footage from the protests that were happening downtown, and I honestly debated going to a show. It was this idea of, can I have fun when literally more than half a mile from the venue, which was at the Moroccan downtown, was, the federal building where people were being held in the basement. But, I was just like, I'm just going to go. But as I was approaching downtown, there were still police in their tactical armor, carrying rifles, blocking off certain streets. But amidst all of this, there were still blips of extreme normalcy. I remember seeing just dozens of people walking around Little Tokyo, just laughing and having a good Friday night. And, even when I pulled up to the Moroccan, the police had actually blocked off the street, wearing their tactical armor with their guns. When I got inside and I was waiting for the show to start, there was still a voice inside my brain nagging at me, being like, this is fucked. It's fucked that you're seeing this band you really enjoy when there's horrible shit happening right outside. And, I'm an anxious overthinker. So, I, at the same time, also felt culpable. I mean, at the end of the day, it's my tax dollars, it's your tax dollars, it's all of our tax dollars funding this shit. And, these thoughts were racing in my head, even when the Grogans first got on stage. It was really early into the set, though, that Quinn, the lead vocalist of the group, said something. He actually spoke about the hostility that was going on outside and emphasized how the band hoped to create an inclusive environment in this space. And, they did just that. For the rest of the night, I was able to focus solely on what was happening right in front of me. And as their set progressed, I sweat and danced and sweat. And I got lost in the space, lost in the music and, the way it affected the environment I was in. And I believe that's what the band was trying to do all along. Early on in the show, when Quinn mentioned what was going on outside, I think it was extremely necessary. I guess, sure, they could have not mentioned anything, but when everyone in your audience had to walk past a group of armed policemen, I feel like you have to say something. But, despite initial anxiety about going to a show when things are currently fucked, I saw my night with the Grogans as more reflective than anything. It was a time where I was able to reflect on a lot of what was happening in a really inclusive environment while amazing music was being played. And in this entire video, and even on the essay I posted to my Substack, I wanted to avoid the word distraction. I went to this concert for distraction because I personally think that's exactly what we don't need right now. We shouldn't try and seek distractions from what's going on, not only in LA, but across the country. What we need, what's important are inclusive spaces created by inclusive people, where we can all love and dance and sing and sweat. And if you get anything from this, that's what I hope you get.